Hello board gamers of the world, welcome to the Curious Box. One more Friday, one more video. Today no interview but a very special video. We are going to be talking about this wonderful concept and about some print and play games. So check it out. So in this video we are going to be talking about Board Game Friendly. Board Game Friendly is a brand created by some Portuguese guys here from the north of Portugal, from Viana do Castelo, and this Board Game Friendly is a brand to identify places, bars, cafes, whatever commercial space in which you can play board games freely. You know, there is still this stereotype, no, prejudice against board games sometimes, because sometimes people play for money, and sometimes you know, board games are for nerds or whatever, and not every place is already familiarized with the concept board game. So this brand is made to make people aware of the presence of board games in these places, and also to allow the owners of the spaces to bring something more to their space. Of course, you can bring board games. If you have a space, if you have a cafe, if you have a bar, you can bring board games there, and people can play freely. There's, of course, if you have a commercial place, if you are the owner of commercial place, a bar, a cafe, whatever, you can have board games there. You can make people you can have people playing board games there. It's not against the law. It's not against anything. The thing is, this brand, this symbol, if you have it on your door, on your wall, it makes the place more recognizable for board gamers, and for people who want to play, and for people who can become curious about the concept board game, and people who are not used to play, and they see the symbol, and they sometimes they can be attracted to this symbol and to the concept itself. And it can be very interesting, because it can be very interesting also for the place, of course, because it can attract more and different people. There is, as I said, there is this prejudice sometimes, this idea about board games against board games. Let's make it popular. Let's make it universal. Let's put it everywhere. So this brand wants to be everywhere in the world. So you can have your own stickers of Board Game Friendly. You can go to boardgamefriendly.com. I will also put the link above in the description, and you can just order them, and you can order also keychains and t-shirts like this one, and several other merchandising stuff. But the main key is identify your place. There are lots of places already in Portugal and outside Portugal identified by this Board Game Friendly brand. So if you are owner of a commercial place, wherever, just let me know and contact the Board Game Friendly website, the Board Game Friendly crew, and they will be helping you have some stickers to identify your place. And on the second part of this video, I'm going to be talking about some interesting stuff, some print and play games. I know most of you probably don't have time to print your games. You prefer to buy them ready, because it takes a long time. Even if it's cheaper, it takes a long time to cut, and a lot of work to cut and to get the game ready. Well, but sometimes you need to pay attention also to print and play games. And why? because there are some very interesting games that you can acquire only by printing them from the internet. And there are so many free games for print and play. I'm going to show you some for different reasons. The first one I'm going to bring to you is Yukon Salon. I have this small box that I bought on some on some Chinese shop, and the Yukon Salon. Okay, so sorry. Yukon Salon is about some stylist. You are a stylist in Yukon, in the Yukon, the north part of Canada, and you have to make not only people, not only the lumberjacks, but also the bears to look pretty. Yes, you heard me, the bears. So the thing is, you have your costumers, like for example here, three-fingered Ole, and you have the bears. I don't know if it's possible for you to know, it's unfocused. You can check Yukon Salon on Board Game Geek, and the thing is, you have to find some hairstyle or some beard style, some hairstyle for the bears, some beard style for the lumberjacks, and connect them. I'm going to show you one example. For example, the lumberjack and some strange beard. And I don't know if it's possible for you to see it, I hope it is. And you gain points according to the value of the lumberjack and to the value of the beard. And the thing is, the detail of this game is that if you roll some dice, and if the lumberjack doesn't agree, or the bear, or if you don't reach the number of points demanded by the cards, you have to use your voice and talk to the cards to convince the lumberjack or the bears to accept your hairstyle or your beard style. It's very funny, and really it's easy to play, easy to print, so get it. It's really easy. Then you have one of my favorite social deduction game, bluffing game, which is the Secret Hitler. And this game is very funny. You have the president, and you have the chancellor, the prime minister, and you have people voting. You have liberals and fascists, and you have people to vote from your for or against your government. The goal is to the fascists, they want Hitler to rise, of course, and the liberals, they want of course Hitler not to rise and the fascists to be defeated. It's a very funny game. You need to guess, you need to talk, you need to understand other people, so you can guess who is the secret Hitler before he hits the government and he wins the game. Very funny game. It's one of the first, when you hit print and play on Google, it's one of the first results, and it's obvious why. And the last one I'm bringing to you today is a game I chose because it's an awarded game, and it has lots of expansions, and because I made a special decoration for the package. It's called Shadows upon Lassadar. It's designed by Todd Sanders, and it became a hit like I think 8 years ago, and then the sequels have become better and better. It's a strategy game where you are supposed to defeat this king before he comes back to rule his kingdom again, Lassadar. So I made this board. It's not glued already, so I made this this board and this box. I bought this box. It was really cheap, and I wrote here Shadows upon Lassadar. I put the map of Lassadar over here, and I wrote the land is corrupted because it's connected to the game. And also I made, of course, I printed the box, little box with the stuff inside. There is another very cool box for the cards, Shadows upon Lassadar here, and of course the cards, the player cards so you can play. The cards are inside, they are still not sleeved. It's a very cool game, and it's a game worth definitely a game worth playing, and a game worth spending some time doing this kind of package. There is a world of games, of print and play games online. You just need to Google them and print them. If you go on Board Game Geek again, there are some great, amazing suggestions and lists of print and play games. I will soon make another video about some other print and play games that I'm going to print soon. Some of them I have already printed, but they are not ready to play yet. So be aware, because some news will come very, very, very soon. So thanks. That's all for today. Thanks a lot. So that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like the video, thumbs up. And if you are not yet a regular on the Curious Box, just hit that subscribe button. It's right here down the video. It helps the channel, and it will get you videos every Monday and every Friday. Next week, on Monday, we'll be reflecting about some other aspects related to board games, and only on our Facebook page we have more reflections from a tabletop teachers, where I make some confessions, where I talk a little bit about my experience of teaching board games in schools to little kids from 6 to 10. It's only on our Facebook page, exclusive. And next week is going to be special, because it's the week of the Spiel 18, more recognized as the biggest festival, biggest board game festival in the world. Essen is coming next week, so some special videos are gonna be coming here to the Curious Box. I will be there personally, and I will bring lots of news, and I will also make a preview before I go to Essen about some games, about what I expect. So check it out next week here again at the Curious Box. In the meantime, you know it. I will see you at a table next to you.